All right, guys. We do have a community game here. Community game from Aussie ND playing as the Abbasid Dynasty in the color orange against Miku in the color red playing as the Japanese. Now, Miku is a Conqueror 3 player. I don't know much about Miku, but you know, certainly a good player for sure. Already opening up with the, you know, the classic double gold and stone opening for the Japanese, just so that they can get the town center upgraded with just 225 stone, and you know, just get that Uma Bannerman out there that night, very early night, instead of just staying in their base, you know, like they used to do before. And they can just send that knight directly to the base of the opponent and age up. Quite a big difference, to be honest. Now you force your opponent to make some units to defend, because that knight is just not gonna leave really soon unless you do something about it. Now, it's not as bad as the king. Man, the English king it's such a good unit. Probably the best unit in the game. And I remember Marine Lord sharing his thoughts about the king. It's just, I mean, it's such a good unit. Heals himself, does a lot of damage, force your opponent to do something about it, and you just pay nothing for it. You just have the king. And it's such a good unit. Now, Uma Bannerman, not quite a king. Very far from it, actually. But it does the job. It does the job. So we will see what Aussie will do. I don't know if he's gonna go for that trending economic wing that we see from the Abbasid. 2 TC into mass farms, into just an explosion. Usually Abbasid is like that. It's just an explosion of you know, you are kind of like behind, except until you're not. So something like that. Anyway, it's gonna be the economic wing, definitely the preferred choice for the Abbasid players these days. Economic wing is wild, and I think players are starting to figure out, like, economic wing doesn't necessarily mean 3 TC. It actually means, like, even if you lose the map control, you're still in a good situation. You still have food, as long as you have wood, you have archers, and you're just gonna be having a great time. So, already going for the stun. Gonna get that second town center. Meanwhile, Miku just getting the Kure storehouse right behind the base. So far, all things going very standard for now. Already upgrading that town center to get that Daimyo Manor. Very good build order from Iku. Already will get enough wood when he ages up to get that knight out, which is very nice. Meanwhile, House of Wisdom already finishing the economic wing. And where he can put the second town center, to be honest, it doesn't really matter if you're gonna go for the farms. Like, you could put it a little bit aggressively here, but in Cliffside, it's like a match where, you know, you're very close to your opponent. You don't want to risk it. Probably you can put it here in the back, next to the gold. That will be a good position, actually, just to protect your gold and protect this wood line. And although this big wood line may be more important at the end, so probably have to risk it a little bit. Meanwhile, there you go, stable coming up for Miku. Already gonna have that Uma Bannerman and second town center. There you go. It's gonna be right next to the berries, next to the wood. And Miku not really sending the Umbar Batterman right away. He still needs quite some, but a little bit of food. Unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to arrive on time to deny that second town center. To be honest, it cannot be denied because it's already under this position. It's not a super greedy position for the town center, so he's gonna be fine. Even when the knight came earlier, just a second TC for the Abbasid is just really fast with the economic wing. It's just extremely fast. So very clean build order from Aussie as well. Not leaving too much stone, too much wood behind. Already getting quite a lot of food just to get those units out eventually. And going for the wood now. Loving it so far. Meanwhile, Uma Bannerman just trying to get something out of this situation. He says, actually, the town center is here. Let's try it out. Let's test our luck. He didn't quite get it yet. Now, the good thing about the Uma Bannerman, he may not heal himself, but he does have the deflective armor. So he can dive into the TC and take one arrow and just leave. Potentially take the War's arrow, which is the main arrow from the town center, and just completely deny a lot of damage. And he's gonna go for another charge. Gets a villager. Already very good for Miku. But there's a second town center already there for Aussie. And let's take a look at the income per minute. Looks like it's gonna go for another second town center as well. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna play it safe. If you go for a second town center, I may as well go for a second one. And so far, Uma Bannerman doing a really good job. Second villager dead at this point. Stable coming up for Aussie. I already have a couple of camel archers in the queue. Camel archers will just melt the Bannerman. A couple of them will just do so much damage. You don't really need spearman to kill it when you have camel archers. Actually, you don't even need spearman. When you have enough camel archers, you can just pretty much kill even knights if you have enough numbers. Just kite them and eventually you will kill them. You will kill them for sure. And just use those horsemen to tank the damage because they do have quite a lot of HP. Meanwhile, loving it already. Aussie having already quite a few units. No eco upgrades yet. He's prioritizing that wood. Meanwhile, Uma Bannerman doing the walk of shame. Not sure why he went there, but looks like Miku will now go for a castle age. Or maybe just stay in the field age a little bit longer. Maybe he's just gathering the gold just to get those on-up geishas. There you go, beautiful farm transition with Aussie. Nothing but 49 wood. But the Uma Bannerman will get another villager. Managed to get a hit, but is not dead yet. Camel archers will deal with the Uma Bannerman quite easily. Meanwhile, some production buildings from the Aussie. Or Aussie. Meanwhile, Miku just gathering units here, deciding, should I attack or not? To be honest, like, you don't have enough units to attack at this point. May potentially try to go Castle Age. Aussie with kind of suffering from success, having quite a lot of food in the bank. That's why you need to have like more production buildings just to use those food resources as much as possible. It's quite... Every civilization has its own thing when it comes to the macro. Like when you play the Ottomans, you feel like you're having too much food, and you know it's kind of different macro. When you play the Abbasid, it's kind of like a similar situation, but you do need the food, like the Ottomans. Horseman, taking down more villagers. Already 3 villagers dead so far. And military wing. I love this timing, to be honest. I love this timing. They're not really going for... I don't know if Aussie actually scouted. He didn't know about the barracks, to be honest. He didn't know. He does know about the second town center. Military wing coming for him already. And Horseman will just try to do some damage. Double attack. Uma Bannerman is back. This time with full health. And more villagers going down. 7 villagers so far. Miku doing a great job with taking down those villagers. Meanwhile, Miku not aging up. Despite losing some villagers, now we are in equal villager count. So Miku is not so much at a disadvantage economically, but now you have to deal with the castle age units. And farm transition just looking so good. I gotta love the screams from from the camel, from all the units from Abbasid. They just scream so much. Camel Archer trying to take down the horseman. If he micros well, he can kill them, but he's already dealing with quite a lot of other things there. And Miku knows he's aging up. Miku's having quite too much gold at the moment. And now the Aussie already there in the castle age, getting some production buildings. Miku will go there to raid with those unobligations. At this point, you can build a market, just sell some gold, try to age up as well. Not the best layout for the farm transition. You know, this is quite a... I gotta put farms fast. Yeah, this kind of gap drives me crazy. I'm not really picky for this kind of thing. And sometimes it's like... this is the one thing that will always keep my eyes attention. Horseman getting a kill here. Also already killed 4 villagers. He's ahead on the villager count. And Miku not reacting on time. Samurai. Just really not the best unit to deal with this, but... Miku just thinking about going to the castle age now. And Aussie with quite a lot of farms. Let's take a look how many farms he has. Only 15 so far. Only 15. Floating gate coming up for Miku. No monastery coming from Aussie yet. So he's prioritizing the military for now. Might as well get those relics while you can before your opponent gets, especially with the floating gate. They will get a Shinto priest and they will gather those relics right away. They don't need to build a monastery. Gotta take advantage of that. Well, let's take a look at Aussie's vision. You know, stay right in your base. No worries. I already have a lot of units to attack, to be honest. Looks like he's gonna do a switch for golems. Lancers, maybe. We will see. Onamushas are already there for the Japanese. And I'm already liking more the Japanese position, to be honest. He does have the farms, and he's also on the second town center. And Japanese get a huge spike in the castle age, just because of the Yoroshiros. Can we see where is the Yoroshiro put? Is it here? It's not here. Where did he put the Yoroshiro? Oh, there you go. Archery range. It's gonna be Onamushas. Archers, potentially. And also it's just gonna play really defensively. Meanwhile, Miku getting all those eco upgrades. Aussie just getting his eco upgrades right now. Prioritizing that early castle age. Not getting those economic upgrades. So he's gonna catch up soon. Looks like it's just gonna be Onamushas and Samurais. And potentially wait for the second Yoroshiro to put it here on the barracks. Just so that you can use your wood for some other stuff, like, you know, farms around the town center. It's the kind of thing that I will never forget. I will never forget for sure. And now Aussie goes for it. But this is not the... it's not quite a big army yet. Camels not upgraded yet, so they're not gonna be quite the best unit. But there's only 3 of them. At this point, maybe you can potentially think about ignoring them for now, but they still a very good unit in the Castle Age. Not as good in the Feudal Age, honestly. And also getting better as Spearman. I don't dislike the choice, to be honest. I don't dislike the choice at all. I mean, against those Onamushas, they will do quite good if they manage to connect. Archers will be a better choice. Archers will just do very good against them. And looks like Aussie will have to retreat for now. That Onamusha mass it is quite annoying. It is quite annoying. Is it a thing now that it's like getting mass Onamushas? Today I play a 2v2 game where my teammate just made mass Onamushas, and I was not fully convinced about it. I'm not sure if that's like the right unit, but definitely can work in the hands of a skilled player, I guess. You're getting quite a lot of map control, especially when your opponent is just making heavy armor units. Doesn't look like a bad choice. More relics coming there for the Japanese. Monastery just up. I already have 2 relics. 1 relic at his base. And the other one, I think he haven't arrived yet. Aussie says we don't need relics here, my friend. We need farms. We are a vegan nation. 29 farms so far. 30 already there. And Miku is not getting behind. Oh my god. Things are gonna get really nasty for Aussie. Their town center coming up for Miku. Already there with a couple of relics. Potentially we'll get another one if Aussie doesn't get them. But you cannot underestimate the Abbasid economy. He does have the House of Wisdom upgrade for the farms. So his gathering rate, it's gonna be let's do the math here. Let's do the math. Is it like for horticulture 15%, 30% now at the moment, plus 45% for the Golden Age, and he's gonna be having potentially 60% gathering rate of those farms in the Castle Age if he gets another horticulture upgrade. Villagers say, I don't care about this, I'm just gonna grab the gold. And he's losing quite a lot of Onamusha's mass. Camel's proven to be quite effective here. Wait a second! Didn't he see 0 damage? Or -0? A couple of mangonels out for Miku. Things are gonna get really nasty for Aussie. That's right, Aussie. This is your game. This is your moment. Meanwhile, composite bows. Aussie's gonna do the switch for archers. Loving it so far. He's playing very defensively. The problem is Miku is on a 3rd town center, and things start escalating quite exponentially here for Miku. And you're not gonna like the Japanese in the Imperial Age. Meanwhile, Aussie killing quite a few villagers here and there. Mangonel out, no one protecting the Mangonel. Probably Aussie will take this as a chance to take down the Mangonel. And indeed, Mangonel will go down. And Aussie just goes for it. However, a couple of more Mangonels in the field. Oh, that was a big shot. That was quite a big shot. Spearman not the best unit to deal with Samurai. It's like, actually, I'm coming back. More barracks coming for Miku. I'll do the switch to Mass Samurai on Abu Geisha. Quite a scary composition. Quite a scary composition. Meanwhile, Aussie already just with 31 farms, modestly. Actually, 31 farms are already giving 2.2k food per minute. That's the power of the Abbasid. Their farm economy probably the best in the game. Couple of Mangonels. Gotta be careful with that. Especially with your range units. Onimusha's going for another raid. Aussie losing more and more villagers, and we're starting to see quite a gap between the Japanese player and the Abbasid one. And not the best play from Miku, losing a couple of Mangonels at this point in the game. In this day and age. Not the best for sure. Miku anticipating siege. But Aussie is an honorable player. No siege for me, my friend. I'm just gonna go all in. Already thinking about the future. Siege is part of the last patch, not this one. We're gonna go full honorable fights here. Meanwhile, Aussie losing quite a lot of villagers here against those Onimushas. And he's going right there with quite a big army just to deal with them. Can someone explain to me why Onimusha does -0 damage? I mean, there is a camel here, of course. It's like 20% less damage. But they don't do to the Onimushas? Is that a bug? They should get debuff. And Miku just you know, he's in an advantage situation here, but he's losing small fights here and there. Aussie is winning them. And now his army is just really getting big at this point. And a couple of relics still left to gather for both players. And Miku is just going there for another wave. Another wave coming. Aussie already knows this. He's about to spot the Mangonels. And he's going right there directly into the siege. Mangonels will go down for sure. But not so without doing a lot of damage to the crossbow mass. More siege lost for Miku. And another fight that Aussie will have pretty much a positive number here. Crossbows just dealing quite a lot of damage to those samurais. And no Onabugeishas coming from Miku, so they're not gonna be having the best DPS out there. Miku is like, you know what, let's do another couple Mangonels. Does he have the Yoroshiros there? Oh, he does have. He's a siege lover. He's a siege lover. Oh, he's gonna love the next update. Meanwhile, Aussie going for it. At the same time, another raid happening here. More Onimushas taken down by that outpost, and now Aussie is in the economy of Miku. Now, Miku haven't upgraded this town center yet, so he's quite exposed. He's losing quite a lot of villagers here. Now we're seeing for the first time in the game, Aussie does have more villagers killed compared to his opponent. Miku having quite a lot of gold. Unfortunately, he lost quite a lot of resources for going those siege units that didn't do quite much. Oh my god, that shot, that's nasty. Another shot, another nasty shot. But Aussies are already there, under the economy of the Japanese. And potentially go on raid. Kill everyone here. A couple of town centers upgraded. This is quite a massacre. Miku, even with 3 town centers, losing quite a lot of villagers, and now Aussie is ahead. He's now ahead. Just sending units. Look at the line. Look at the line. Now this is the Abbasid explosion I was telling you before. It just explodes. Nice raid coming from Aussie. This is... quite a big fight. Quite a big fight for sure. Japanese losing so much now. Meanwhile, Abbasid is having the time of their life. Oh my god, what happened to my UI? There you go. And more units coming here, and 3 military units. Our Diamond player giving some anxiety to our Conqueror 3 player. Ramps are gonna get built for Aussie. Horseman not upgraded, but it doesn't matter at this point. You don't have any problem with those units not upgraded if your opponent doesn't have any unit. Mount Samurai coming up for Miku. Miku already 65 villagers. 65. How do you get out of this situation? Honestly, the problem with Aussie, he has so much wood. Especially, just build more farms. Put some of those villagers on gold and just... And there you go. And just go to Imperial. Yuroshios gonna be taken down here. And the problem is this big guy here. Aussie, Miku just pressed the panic button. Miku just pressed the panic button. It's pretty much like the English. It's like, oh my god, I'm getting raided. Let's build a white tower. Oh my god, I'm losing map control. Let's just build a Berkshire. Now, this is the version of the English for the Japanese. And unfortunately, despite all the efforts from Aussie to kill all the Japanese economy, you can't just deep dive into the base now. You just can't. At the same time, Uma Bannerman just taking down more villagers. Couple of Mount Samurai doing quite a work here. And just with this shogun at the castle, you just can't deep dive into the base. They have 82 cannon plus 110 against infantry. Infantry is pretty much one shot everything. Town center gonna get targeted here. It's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie. 4 rounds is not enough to take this town center. It's just not enough. And Gulam's not the right unit to deal with those Mount Samurai, so they will stay here for a while. Aussie having quite a lot of wood in the bank. Japanese got a lot of damage. However, he's still on 3 TCs. And I might as well ignore this and just go for the other ones. Because you don't want the Japanese player to recover from this, right? Like, even if he lost like 50 villagers, he's like, you know what? I have 3 town centers. Eventually I will recover. And now Aussie having other issues to deal with now. The problem is, how long does Miku need to recover from this? Rams have taken down, and Villager is gonna repair this town center forever. And now Aussie is back to 23 military units. Just praying for the day that Aussie uses all the wood. Much production buildings. You can just build a lot of production. A lot of production. And when you go into Imperial, you're in a really good position already. You have a lot of wood. You either go farms or you just go for a lot of production. Just a lot of it. Big wall coming here. Says the raids have been quite annoying. Just a couple of proxy stables here. Couple of proxy stables. It's really annoying. I had this thing happening to me before. In the 2v2 game I was playing, the Byzantines just had a proxy stable and proxy mercenary house next to the market that was next to my base, and suddenly I was playing against Byzantine, and sorry, what is this knight doing here? To be honest, like, what the hell are you doing here? Why do I see a knight here? They really caught me off guard. You really need to deal with those proxy buildings. Aussie doing the right thing. Build a wall, otherwise it's just gonna get really annoying. You're just playing the, you know, the Mongol style. The Mongol style is not an easy one to play with. Just constantly getting raid. Aussie food economy hurting quite a bit. And he needs the food to go to that Imperial Age. At this point, you really need to go Imperial to deal with the Shogunate Castle. It's already almost full health. And Miku is recovering slow but steady. And when I mean slow, I mean really slow. Like, he's only 55 villagers. He's not having the best of his time. While Aussie does have a lot of wood, Miku has a lot of gold. You know, pick your poison. So potentially both players can go for the Imperial Age. But none of them seems to be interested in going into the Imperial Age. And Miku is just doing the right choice at the moment. He's building more mangonels. Because if another wave comes, like, you can't stop it. And he doesn't know. He just doesn't know. Aussie mass is just getting really big at the moment. He's slow but steady, securing the map, at least his side of the map. Miku is just right here, just gathering some wood. Probably getting another mangonel. There you go, more mangonels. It's mangonel season. He's a mangonel lover. I never seen a guy who loved mangonels so much. I just haven't seen it. And for a good reason. Will he lose the mangonels again? Looks like, oh, see, I'm tired of your mangonels. Just get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my god. Terrible mouse position for that moment. Cameraman not in the right place at the right time. Mangonels went down again. Miku haven't learned a lesson. Another mangonel. This time he's protected by the Shogunate Castle. Infantry unit's gonna be going down quite quickly here. Camels just dealing quite a lot of damage to the mangonel, and mangonel goes down. At this point, Miku shouldn't really open going for another mangonel. And both players having quite a lot of resources. You know, Aussie is forgiven. Because Aussie is a diamond player. Miku is not. Miku is a Conqueror 3 player representing the top... when you're a Conqueror trade, are you in the top 200? Top 200 in the world? Top 300? Top 400? I quite don't remember. Miku is not forgiven. Aussie is forgiven here. I mean, he can justify the excess of resources. Miku is not. Take a look at the numbers here. Miku, like I said, he lost quite a lot, but he's on 3 TCs. And the only thing that is stopping him from actually going into Imperial and, you know, beat Aussie ass with the classic Imperial Age from the Japanese is just Aussie going again into Miku's economy. Now there is a chance that Aussie may age up now because he's pop cap, and that's a good situation to be in. And Aussie will just beat the hell out of those villagers again. Couple of rams causing quite a lot of trouble. Miku losing production. He cannot afford to lose at the moment. Couple of more mangonels. How many mangonels has Miku? Oh my god! More mangonels! Can we agree that the mangonel strategy haven't worked quite well for him? Aussie going for those veteran horsemen. And Miku losing a lot more villagers now. Mangonel just dealing quite a lot of damage to those crossbowmen. And at this point, he's retreating for now. He's retreating. Might as well take down this one. Might as well take down this town center. This one is the cheapest. This one is the easiest to take down. But Aussie economy, look at the food per minute. How many farms do you need? Yes, he says. 70 farms. 3.3k food per minute. If I can get something out of this match, is how good the Abbasid economy is with the farms. Golden Age, extra upgrades. Oh my god, this is nasty. Cultural Wing coming up for Aussie. He's gonna seal the deal. He's gonna seal the deal now. He's having quite a lot of problems getting into the Japanese base. More mangonels getting down by those cavalry. And Aussie is just sending more and more units. Just spent quite a lot, but now trebuchets. Trebuchets are just gonna take down the Shogun at the castle. Actually can't take down this one. And at this point, Aussie is just really fine just losing units here. Just because he's rich. When you're rich, you just laugh different. Shogun at the castle just doing quite a lot of damage, but now third town center gonna go down for Miku. Potentially can take down this one. And with that, he won't be able to recover. Miku survives another wave of the Aussie, but Aussie hasn't finished yet. I haven't finished with you. Culture Wing coming up in just about 20 seconds. Let's take a look at the production. Aussie does have quite a lot of production. At this point, Miku may be wondering, like, why is my opponent still in the castle age? We're talking about a 39-minute game where both players still in the castle age. And there you go. Imperial Age already goes for the Abbasid. And he goes, you know what, he goes for the keep. Classic keeping your face kind of attitude. Showing supremacy. Yoroshiro. No more Yoroshiro for you, my friend. 7 trebuchets. Aussie is just tired of him. Abbasid villagers going down now, but it doesn't matter. Have plenty of them. Now the trebuchets are just exactly what you need to deal with the Shogun at the castle, and Aussie as a diamond player takes down Conqueror 3 player on the ladder, representing all the Abbasid diamond players. Well played, guys. Well played. I enjoy the